Alrighty then, we are coming into, it is 10:29, so 1 minute till the post break, and let's get into it here today. Alright, we've got some plays coming in here real quick, so let's get right down to, is this the right one? There we go. Okay, so just missed that blue dot coming in right on the king. We've got delta telling us we can get a little bounce right here. Got green dots up here. This 89 bar though is not complete up here, so I'm looking at this one. We might have a little bit more of a down move, but we're just going to follow and take the setups that we see. Coming right into king timing right here. Wish I would have hit this little blue dot with at least a couple of contracts and given that a shot. So I've got my ATMs pulled off. The volatility right now is extreme, so huge move right now. So we're going to be doing a lot of manual open and close without the ATMs. ATMs 15 ticks are just going to be a little bit too tight for NQ, and I'm not going to adjust and create new ATMs right now. It is Friday. We want to be early in and early out. I'm a little bit late today. Normally I'm in the early morning session, but had to deal with some stuff with kind of getting the kids going here, and let's get to it. So right now, MACV is turning green. The histogram, though, is still red, so we want to make sure that that's going green here first to kind of catch our bias. Is that music too loud? Let me turn it down here. I think it's getting picked up by the microphone, isn't it? Alright, hopefully that's okay on the audio. Okay, we've got a little PRZ cross right here. On large timing. I'm gonna wait a little bit here. Still got some things going against us on that. There's a double cross. Alright, so we're gonna be looking to the long side here. Let me get a measurement. Alright. Double cross move here. Let's see how this one goes. Target's going to be up here at the gold line. There she goes. Right into some PRZs here. I'm going to add to position. And get it up there to that gold line right there. Coming right into a king timing on the fives. Got to be a little careful there. This might come back to my point of entry in a little bit farther, but we will look for the exit right up here. There we go, and closing out that position. Beautiful trade there right off the bat. Double cross, double move on that one for trade number one. Beautiful. Okay, so coming right in and coming down off of that gold. I should have taken a little shot down on that one. Let's we want to be looking for the short side. Oh no, we don't. MACV is green, I'm sorry. I looked over here and saw red, but it's actually green again. So we're looking to the long side again. Look for a setup. Here comes king timing. We have king over here. No, we don't. Just wait for a setup. Be patient. One trade in here on a Friday. Double cross, double move for trade one. Looking around. RTY's got double cross move to the, that would be to the short side. I'll come back and look at RTY here in just a minute. We're on the, it's got some interesting setups coming in there on RTY. ES is coming into the 89 tied with a PRZ. up top, so that's got a few more ticks to the long side. So anything short would be a little bit more dangerous here. We've got the opportunity to kind of get a little bit more long here. Let's see as we hover on this gold line here. Alexa, set a timer for 55 minutes. Alright, up into a PRZ here. Still to the long side, looking for longs. Not going to get short right there. Got king timing coming up in about 3 or 4 bars on the 5s. There was a little long right there. See, go behind to chase that. Not going to chase it, not going to force it. Up here on the 8s, we've got a PRZ target up above, so that will be our long target if we're going to hold any as I get into my next trade. Okay, a little bat right here. There's nothing else to add to it. If I get a dot in here, I'll go. Waiting for something else besides just the bat. There is a bright green dot here and some delta. I'm going to add to position here. Going to go a little bit half plus on this. See if we go. Nope, broke that dot. Add to it and close it at my entry. Give it a second shot. We're coming into that green dot. Coming into a PRZ. Target's filled, and we're gonna get any more out of it. I'm gonna close it here. Okay, so that was trade 2 and trade 3. Here are 3 trades in. Here we go here. Okay, dropout. MACV is turning. Okay. Looking for shorts now. Red dots, red HMD, right on double king timing. All right, let's make this one a good one. Trade number 4. Now it's a headshot, add to position. There she goes. Take off half position right there. Looking to add. Here comes king timing. She goes. Oh, we got a white cross here. I'm gonna take one more off here. So quarter position left on the table. Let's see what happens here. We could pop here. Got to be a little careful. MACV still red, but this looks like we might be accumulating right here. Let's see if we get a little fake out, shake out first. There we go, still going. And we'll take it right there into a green PRZ off of the butterfly. That will put me at 3,800. There we go. Trade number 4. Okay, it's a good exit. Here comes a little move. What's our status? MACV is still red. So looking to the short side, just following the MACV, doing what it tells me to do here. Here comes king timing at about 5 bars. King timing, got some delta coming in. I'll go delta king here for a little short for trade number 5. Semi-significant delta. Also here on the 3s. This delta king trade, that's all it's there. Getting super big there on that. Less than a half. Okay, into a PRZ. So this is not my original trade, so I'll be looking to exit this position. MACV just almost a green. First bar into the green on the MACV. Okay, so I am wrong on the position, so I want to get looking to get exit. And I'm going to close here for a small loss. $5 loss. Not too bad. Okay, so technically that was trade number 5 for a minor loss. Basically a scratch trade there. So, bonus time. So now I really want to just line things up, right? So now, take a little reliever here. We're pretty good on the day here. We're pretty close to our 4K target. Awesome. Now, we've got 5 trades in, right? If you are new with us, again, you need to go and print out your 5 trade paper there. Again, there are various variations. Some of our members have gotten creative with some of those. Of course, I use the old awesome gold Trump coins to track mine. So we are 5 trades in. If you guys haven't seen that, go check out our Discord room there. But there are my 5 coins. So we're done there, and now we have what we call our bonus trade ready to go. This is a Second Amendment gold coin there with a little, got some handgun action. I don't know if you guys can see that. All right, so bonus trade in hand. Now we want to wait for, basically we're going to try to get a really good trade here, right? We want the perfect setup. We want kind of we just want to be very, very confident in our next trade here, right? So we got a big moon coming in here. Something is about to kick in. Something big is about to happen. Let's see if we can get on the right side of it here. MACV is mixed. Let's let it tell us what we're going to be doing here. Up top in the 89, again, mix here. We've got green dot in a red PRZ. So technically this should be looking to the long side first. Until that dot is broken, we want to still be looking long, right? Even if this is going to be an accumulation zone up in here, which is likely. We did not see a big green delta up there. We saw a big red one to push it back up. We did not see the matching delta to that one. You see that right there? So we should see a matching delta for if that whole move is complete. So I would not trust a down move here just initially. Again, I'm talking about big picture. And right, do I have to be right on the big picture? No, right? We're just need to execute when we see our setups here. Is I would normally take that if I wasn't my final trade, right? That's a nice HMD plus. We've got a cipher over here on the 3s, and we got that one on the 2s there. Nice little shot there to the long side with the PRZ target up top. But again, I'm really going to wait for that perfect trade setup right now. And let's walk through it. Okay, so whenever this is mixed, what do? I I look at the histogram. Okay, what's my histogram telling me? It's red. Okay, the majority of the current histogram is red. Okay, there we go. And there's a red in there, so we're looking to the short side. I'm gonna go ahead and get short right here. This is gonna be my play. I'm gonna get short as we're breaking the bottom here. Oh, blue dot just came in. Yikes. Okay, so this that's gonna be trouble. Let's see. We need to look to get out of this position here. Did not continue. Did not hear sellers step in underneath there, which means this could be a trap. Yikes, blue dot over there on the 8s. I just looked to the left and saw that. So definitely a position I want to bail on. Don't want to be trading against those. So not going to be a bonus here. So now I just want to work to get out of my position here. Save some bullets to get out. Yikes, we got that flip of the delta here, so this could go up a lot farther here, so I definitely want to be looking to get out. There we go, adding to position. If we can bring it back down to my point of entry. Not gonna get greedy. Get underneath there, and we're closing her out for a little winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. That pink dot definitely helped right there, and I wish I would have just waited for that right there. Look at that, pink dot coming in everywhere. Pink dot here, pink dot here, pink dot here. Oh, so the blue dot up to the pink, and again, recency key. So which one's going to be greater, the blue or the pink? The pink, right? Let's see if she continues to drop or not, if that was a good exit. Happy to come away with a win there, and that is trade number 6. And we are a little bit into bonus territory here today on a Friday. Again, high volatility. Speaking of high volatility, I did want to talk about, there we go, and there's that drop. That's the one that I wanted. Okay, let's see if we can get in. I don't want to chase it here. Let's see if we can, if it's going to give us any. Man, it is a big delta. That could be a shift back up. I'm gonna, again, it's Friday. I don't want to be gambling here with it. I'm gonna leave it there. Whew, I'm gonna try not to look at that. It's gonna, if a perfect setup comes up in there, I might take a swing at it. But with that big delta coming in there, that could also shift and be a trap. I'm gonna leave that one be there a little bit. There's a green dot up there. Just looking around, there's a mix right there at that spot. But man, that pink dot was the perfect one right there. Patience, a little bit more patience there. I would have had it. I was so close to being able to catch that. I'm kind of kicking myself. What got me into that other one? I don't even remember. I have to roll back the tape on myself on why did I originally get short on that. I was definitely correct, but just was a little bit off on the timing and should have waited for the dot entry. Yeah. Oh, there's the perfect one. That's the bonus that I was looking for right there. That's the play. Oh, I got in right here. Yeah, we were positive it was going all right, but then that blue dot came in. That's right. And then the blue dot pushed it up. And then, man, but if I had waited past the blue dot, waited into, hit that pink dot right on the king timing. Oh, my word. So perfect. That's a tough one to look at. I'll be honest, when I'm out here kind of talking to you guys and trying to do the stream at the same time and trying to get my words, like it's impossible for me to tell you guys all the things that my mind sees at the same time. Like words are slow for us to be able to transmit those, especially with the speed of the markets right now, which again, I don't stream every day. I can't trade well like that. The markets are too fast. I've got to be able to respond quickly. And again, there's a little bit of pressure too. I don't want to say a little bit, there's a lot of pressure with the amount of scrutiny that you receive when you're out here public, and we've got some amazing trolls and some people who have the death threat type of trolls that just like the no life kind that want to take other people's lives. It's kind of sick, so got to be wary of that. And again, I've got 3 little ones and 1 on the way now. We kind of made that announcement recently there in the room, so daddy of 4 here got to Gotta think of them first and safety first. So I can't, you know, want to make sure we've got the crew covered and helping out. So on occasion we'll do these so that I can walk through and talk through the stuff. But you know, I miss great trade setups like that one. Like if I hadn't have been, you know, on a live stream and wasn't worried about like trying to explain to you guys, okay, how I would have just reacted right there and gone ahead and gotten short. And like, I know I said, oh, it's on my last trade. So once I've already said it's my last trade and whatnot, it's hard for me to, you know what I'm saying? Like then it sounds like I'm contradicting myself, and it's not a contradiction of our rules and our tools. But every rule is there and it's there to keep you in the right location. However, rules are bent on occasions, especially when the markets are bent. Like right now, the markets are completely bent, right? We've got super high volatility. We've had the earnings reports coming in. You know, we've got all the kinds of stuff around crypto stuff. You heard that that solar company that was just promoted by the U.S. government, which is a whole other corruption level of sorts, that probably impacts the whole Tesla crew of all the folks who are inside of Tesla. Tesla might be having a little bit of a challenge because Tesla was not chosen as the chosen one that is going to be government sponsored, which is just ridiculous. I don't even I'm gonna get off my soapbox. I'm not even gonna get on it. Not even gonna get on it. But so one of the things I want to talk about, somebody had posted this into the room, and again, some of the new folks. I'll probably do a separate video on this entitled when to trade multiple instruments, which around here, I just tell you by default, you should be thinking multi-instrument, okay? But here is C-Less, I'm not trying to pick on him, okay? But other people probably have the same question, okay? So let's read through this and let's talk about it. He said, man, today felt tough for me trying to slow down and only take perfect entries. Okay, sounds good. Plan to only stick with 5 trades. Look, that is the plan every day, folks. There's no like, oh, well, maybe I'm going to do the 5 trades thing today. No, every day you come in here with that mindset. Okay, listen, you may take more that day. You may like go beyond the bonus scenario, but every day you do not have to sit down and decide, okay, I'm only going to do my 5 trades today. No, every day is I'm sitting down at a session and I'm going to do my 5 trades. At the end of that 5 sessions, you can mentally think about, or you can see how the market is progressing, whether or not you're going to do more or less. Okay, so just, I want to make this note right here. If this is you and you're like, okay, I'm going to psych myself up to do my 5 trades. Listen, this is a job, okay? This is your normal work. Like, this should not be a question, right? You coming into whatever it is, like it's a factory, you do things a certain way. This is every day, folks. Don't act like this is like, you know, some kind of hero thing. Every time you come in, 5 trades. So then he said, stick with the 5 trades. But after 5 trades, I was down minus 800. Okay, that can happen. Again, that's session 1. Okay, now again, I usually recommend, hey, take a breather, take a break. Now on a day like today, this is why I want to talk about this, is this is not for every day. Okay, in the market like this, where the market is basically handing out candy and there are trade setups coming every few minutes, yes, you have plenty of opportunities here, folks. And that whole 5 trades protection, what I call, you know, the protection, 5T, those 5 trades, yes, you should be able to hit your profit targets for you personally within 5 or 6 trades every day. Okay. Now, when do those 5 or 6 trades come? If the market cadence was such that, you know, you were down on the morning, like he said he was down 800, that's not a big, you know, that's not really, you know, a deep drawdown, and you want to keep trading to get back from that, that's perfectly fine in a market like this. Now, would I say that same thing if the market was in slow and kind of the VIX level around, you know, sub 20s or anything like that? No, right? So understanding market context is still important, but it's not so important that a lot of people are like, oh, it's everything. No, it's really not. Well, not with our system, okay? Not with our system. We can just trade setups, right? He says, I'm still in sim and trying to practice perfectly. Okay, it's good. So I said, screw it, and really buckled down and said, here's the challenge. Only take the best trades, don't chase. Hey, this is great, right? This is, you know, a great way to do it. Like even, you know, how you saw me mentally prepare a minute ago. Before I went for my bonus trade, what did I do? I was like, okay, took my breather. I looked at where I was in my P&L. You know, I think I was a few $100s away from my 4K target. And I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, I'm basically there. I'm satisfied with where I am. I've gotten to my P&L target here on the day. But as I go into my bonus trade, I'm mentally preparing myself for what's next, right? And so I'm going, well, with the market speed and everything else, I just want to try to get, you know, let's see if I can hit that big one. Let's see if I can wait it out and get that big one. Of course, today I still missed, right? I missed it. Now I could have, again, woulda, coulda, shoulda. And honestly, like I said, if I had not been on a live stream and the pressure of, you know, doing this and trying to talk through and walk through our trades, again, I do this once a week for you guys to make sure that I can, you know, have these opportunities for you guys to see me working it in live market conditions and that type of thing. And I just kind of focus on that being a priority, you know, as far as how we run things. So, woulda, shoulda, couldas. That trade I probably would have taken, right? But so I said, screw it, poke it down the challenge, only the best trades. Well, I am happy that I methodically worked my way back to green. That's awesome, okay? And I've got no qualms with you doing that. Like people say, well, Vinny, you know, why are you're telling people to take more than the number of trades that you say? Yeah, because the market changes all the time. The definitions that I've created are for the market in general. 70 to 80% of the time, all of my rules are going to keep you in a great spot, okay? However, you need to start to learn over time. Again, as a new person, you're probably not going to do this, which is why I want to talk to this person here, Silas, and others who are new. He's not the only one, so I'm not picking on him specifically. There are a lot of people who think this, okay? The next set of thoughts that he has here, I want to address these, okay? Weirdly, sometime when I get in red, I trade better, not wanting to get any deeper. Now, here's where all of a sudden, he's going to go in, he's going to start training himself on things that I've never said, okay? And this is where I want to tilt things back and explain why we have these and what we have here and what's going on with the current market conditions, because people who have come into the market, if you are new with the crew and coming in the last couple of months, your current experience is like a lifetime of experience to you. In your mind, the market over the last 2 months, wow, you've come in here 60 days and you're like, wow, this is how the market is, blah, 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 and you think you've got it by the horns. Folks, I've been doing this 15 years. The market shifts all the time, and this is not the normal market. And in fact, there is no such thing as normal market, okay? The market changes all the time. You have to be ultimately flexible, and you have to have a system that is ultimately flexible, which is what AlgoBox is. So please do me a favor, trade with the rules, use the tools, let the tools do the work, okay? Don't overthink it. But as we get into this next set of conversation here, he says, weirdly, sometimes when I get in the red, I trade better. Not wanting to get any deeper. Really focusing on this is real money. Okay, yeah, you should always kind of do that in your final 40 days. Let me back up on that. If you are in our 40-40-40 program, okay, I'm not concerned in your first or second 40 days that you're trading only perfect trade setups and whatnot. Right here, I want you to swing at a whole lot of stuff. I want you to get a whole lot of experience. Okay? I need you to go into the batting cages, swing at foul, swing at, you know, the pitches that are coming outside the plate. Swing at everything. Get a whole lot of experience here, focusing particularly right here on what? On your stops in your middle 40 days, okay? In your final 40 days, if you're in your final 40 days, this is where I want you to start perfecting things, okay? If you're putting the cart before the horse and you start trying to perfect your trades up here, listen, you are going to screw yourself up because you're trying to trade those perfect trades, and you're not going to get the experience of moving your stops and targets, closing out your positions, punching that reverse button, punching close buttons, all the technical stuff, all the little mechanics that you need. Getting beat up a little bit, you need to get in the ring. Like the whole concept behind the knight in shining armor is such a good thing. It's not. A knight in shining armor, he's never had his armor tested, okay? That's not a good deal. You want to have gotten beat up. That is the best warrior, okay? The one who has been into battles, okay? So go in there, get beat up for your first sets of 40 days, okay? Then in your final 40, this is where you want to start doing that perfection stuff, okay? So think about where you are in our trade program, okay? And for me right now in the middle 40 days, okay, so again, this is why I'm saying this to him particularly, and for everybody else who might be having this problem, this is wrong thinking. This is stinking thinking. You can't be starting to like all of a sudden like you're getting your experience. Your experience is worth nothing in here, folks. If you think you've got a good idea, it's bad, okay? Stop trying to get ideas. If it didn't come from my lips, my mouth, to your ears, it's not true, okay? If your brain says it, you better tell yourself that what you think is wrong, okay? I'm trying to help you out on this. Here's the example. We'll talk about why. Me right now, in my middle 40 days, it is best if I watch only one market. BS! Bullshit! Pardon my French, but stop it, folks. Did I ever tell you, oh, is there ever a time when you should focus on one market? Absolutely not. You are going to be a crap trader. See less, I mean, I don't want to call you by real names, but you are going to be a crap trader if you start doing this type of stuff. You're already thinking that you are going to know better. I am your mentor. I am here for a reason. This is what you have come here to do. You have not come here so that you could figure out your way, okay? That's the Twitter people. You want to go hang out with some Twitter people? Go hang out with the Twitter folks and lose all the money you want on your own. But if you're going to come here, do it the right way. You don't focus on one market. However, now let's put the caveat to that. Let me talk about why you think this right now, okay? In this current market condition, like this morning, did I take a trade on any other market? No, I briefly looked up at RTY at some setups going on there, and I looked over at the ES to kind of get my context. But did I take any trades on those? No, I was focused solely on NQ, because right now NQ is a perfect speed with a, quite frankly, it's a high speed, right? Like there's going to be a trade every few minutes on that one. So yes, right now, one market is just fine. You following what I'm saying? But if you practice for right now, folks, we are in like a 20 to 30% of the time that this type of stuff happens. If you start doing this and focusing in on one market, when the market gets back to what I call normal, okay, where you're having to wait around a lot longer for trade setups and you don't have, like you went and changed your trade setup and you changed your monitor setup so that you're only on one instrument, and you are going to fail. You're going to fail long term, okay? I'm telling you guys, do what I tell you to do. It's not about focusing on one. No, like right now with all that different focus and whatnot, you're like, oh, I lose my focus. Nah. Stop crying. Stop crying like a little child. Get in there, put on your big boy pants, take the beatings, and get your brain to work faster. It's not about you, okay? Get you out of the way. You need to practice on that and know, like, wow, the market is a lot faster. Recognize the market shift. Right now, the market is very, very fast. It's highly volatile. There's a lot of trade setups and opportunities. So yes, while it may seem like one is better, it is not. Do you understand that? So don't go about thinking that, okay, I'm going to go change my whole trade setup and I'm going to just do one monitor and one instrument and whatnot, and I'm going to do this. And because I read on Twitter one time that they say focus on one instrument and da-da-da. Again, those are the people that can't trade, and they never probably will. These are just facts, okay? So multiple markets make me lose total focus. I don't care. Stop crying. Stop it. Don't talk about this lose total focus. No, yes, it's more difficult, but why is it that this world has become so soft that everybody's so afraid of anything difficult? Like, stop it, okay? Stop being a bubble-wrapped, Purell dipped child that has never experienced any kind of difficulty. Okay, no, right now it is more difficult to have everything going on around you, but that's good because this is what you need to know and understand. You're going to have that. This is good training for you. Don't walk away from it. I heard somebody also say today, well, I'm going to finish this up. Okay, I'm going to go off and play some golf. What is wrong with you people? Put in some work. Do the work. Stay in it. Go to town on it. You need to do this for a short period of time. It's 120 days. And look, people are like, well, I'm in my middle 40 days. I got to go take a break. Again, I saw some examples down here. Somebody would say, oh, I'm going to go play some golf. I'm going to do some other stuff. I might do some market replay over the weekend. You have this great opportunity in a short window of time to learn how to become a great trader and literally be able to, I mean, once you are a profitable trader, once you can successfully do this, like the amount of freedom is huge, right? It's worth the time, it's worth the effort. Please listen to me, hear me out. And I'm only telling you this for your own good, right? It doesn't actually benefit me at all, other than, look, I want to have a bunch of successful traders in my crew, okay? So for me, my ego says I would like to have a lot of successful traders in here. I want to be known as the greatest trading mentor that's ever existed. I will just tell you straight up, that's what we want to do here, okay? And I cannot do that if I cannot motivate you guys to do the work and do the right things, all right? So understand that it's coming from a good place, right? Even when I'm being a jackhole, right? I still love you, all right? So take that with that. Recognize over time, I will get better with multiple markets. Yes, but you don't get better with multiple markets by not practicing multiple markets, right? It's like, I'm going to get good at trading the curveball, but I'm not going to go into the batting cage and swing at curveballs. I'm going to just only swing. I'm going to go to the fast pitch, lane, and I'm going to swing at fast pitches straight down the middle all day. And then I'll eventually, I'll just by osmosis get better at curveballs. No, you won't. You need to swing at the dang curveballs. You need to trade multiple markets when they're difficult so that you can have that experience. And And now when you trade, like when the market slows down, it becomes easier. Like again, it's like swinging a bat with put a weight on the end of it. You're swinging it and it's hard, and then when you drop that weight off, now it becomes easy. This is the concept what we're trying to get here. Right. Again, no, you will not get better at multiple markets if you don't trade. Point. I am green, but that bull bucked me off several times and stepped on me. That's good, and I appreciate that you actually, by the way, I want to say, like, I appreciate that you've dumped your thoughts here, okay? This is going to be helpful to you. Hopefully it's going to be helpful to others. I know I'm fired up here about this, but it's because it's extreme levels of caution that I'm trying to throw here, because I know what's coming. I know what the markets do. I know when they shift. I know how this affects you, and you've got to have those. Even though you think, oh, I can just trade with one instrument, one monitor, and whatnot. No, that's not going to be good for you. I promise. There's reasons why I tell you, even if you don't understand why, folks, eventually, I promise you, a year, maybe 2 years from now, you will understand all the reasons and all the things of what I have here, why we have the rules that are there that don't seem like, well, for me, it's blah, blah, blah. No, there's no for you. It's like blah, blah, blah. Okay? I'm here to help you to become the best trader you can be. I'm not here to make just profitable traders. I'm not here to just make get-it-by traders. I am here to make amazing traders. I want to be known as the guy who, if you went through my training program, you went through my system, used my tools and my rules, that you crushed the markets. You are a great trader. I am here to make great traders, so understand that that is where my exhaustive push comes from. All right? So, feel mentally exhausted. Well, that's called exercise, right? Mentally exhausted. Look, don't cry about it, right? Like, yes, like, oh, wow, recognize it. Awesome. And go, you know what? I just got better today, right? Because I did it. In fact, what I would recommend is go back, download today's market replay data, and do it again. Punish yourself again. I mean, I know that's like totally crazy, but that's exactly what you want to do. You want to go and do the thing that you don't like to do. Right? This is what I teach you to do. It's how I became awesome at Battlefield. Okay, let me use that analogy here real quick. I'm gonna pop up. Here comes some Battlefield. All right, I am like now one of the greatest Battlefield 3 players in the world. From the people who are still playing this game. Again, it's an old game. Okay, but it's a great fun. All right, I was gonna try to get in the jet here. There's no jets to be gotten, but the jets are the hardest thing to master and learn. And when I was first getting into jets, okay, the reason that people don't, everybody doesn't learn to fly jets in Battlefield 3 is because it is painful. Let me tell you why. It is painful. You have to become exhausted with the amount of hits that you take. You've got to be willing to go up there, fly up there, and some other jet guy blow you out over and over and over again. Fly out there, take the hits, take losses, just get beat up for a while, and learn what's going on. Every loss, every hit, every stress point, every difficulty makes you better. It's a hard thing to do, but I'm trying to teach you guys how to do that. With what we're doing here. And so again, and how I did it, look, people would be like, well, Vinny, you're down 44 deaths, and they would laugh. I would be trading I'd be playing in one of these servers, and people would laugh at me. And I didn't care. I just got to, I did care. I didn't like it. Okay, I would have rather, been successful and, but I just kept telling myself in my head, like, if I just keep practicing it, I'm going to figure out how that guy who keeps killing me all the time, I'm going to figure out how he's flying around, because every time he kills me, I get to see his after cam and see him for a few seconds and see what he's doing, right? I just kept at it. So you need to keep at it. That's my point with trading. When it's painful, keep going, okay? Do it again. Go through pain again. I'd be like, I'm gonna go fly against that guy again. All right, I'm gonna go fly up there. I'm gonna take it again. And every time I did that, I started getting better and better. And every once in a while, I would get them. You need to do the same thing with your trading. So feel mentally exhausted. Now he asked the question here. He said, anybody else feel this way? Well, yes, I think other people do feel this way, which is why I'm addressing this. Okay, this is not just to beat up on you. Okay. I'm just, as your mentor, trying to get you to the next level. I want to take you to a level of success that other traders do not have, and to do that, I must get you to do things that other traders will not do. Yes, this is perfectly normal. In fact, yes, everybody feels this way. In fact, they're going to be like, oh, phew, made it through. I'm gonna go do me some golf. Most boring game in the world, but you go out there and swing, you know, and just ride in a cart and go to the next ball thing, and, you know, basically whatever. But yes, everybody feels that way, but don't. Like, how does Vinny feel? Ask yourself, what would Vinny do? Okay, stop asking yourself, what would you do? I think that's it right there. It's like a WWJD. What would Jesus do? On occasion, you think, what would Vinny do? And Vinny is the psychopath that will go back into that jet plane and go get destroyed again. And go in and get it and go again. And get it and go again. I will not relent, okay? Be relentless. Go at it. Keep trading. Keep smashing. That's what you do, okay? Shutting down and walking away, right? That's not what you should do. In fact, that's the moment you should just push in farther. Like, you're going through that pain. It's like you're lifting some weights and you're like, ah, if you just push through, do a couple more reps on that, the next time you are going to be bigger, faster, and stronger. Push through, because you need to focus on what? Results. Around here, what do we say? Results matter, okay? Results are what you're going for, and you must go through the pain. Pain in life is the only thing that creates change. Did you guys understand that and realize that? Right? Because otherwise you would just always stay on the same path. Okay? Sitting on your couch doing nothing, that does not get you bigger, faster, stronger. It does not get you smarter. Doing things that are uncomfortable are what get you to be comfortable with things that are uncomfortable. Alrighty then, these are my Friday confessions. Awesome. I will get better and better. Have a great Friday all. Yes, and that's what I want. I want you guys to get better and better. So thanks for hanging in there for my rant on a Friday. Happy, what is today? The 7th? Awesome. We got some really cool, exciting stuff. Platinum members, I am creating videos for you guys next week specific to the new Platinum stuff that's come out. We are going to be putting out a stabilization patch for the current version for the Gold members. That's coming out here by the end of the month. And we've got some really exciting stuff. We're going to be tying up with Neuro Street here in a bit, and we're going to do a presentation for them. And I've got more to hook you guys up with soon. So stay tuned, and I will catch you guys on Monday. Thanks for hanging out. For me, Pippi, Robbie, Lunchbot, Mod Squad, Curtis, G, and the rest of the gang, let's send out that big H-Town.